Hello everyone. Today we're diving into something really exciting, the Model Context Protocol. Think of this as the rulebook or the playbook that helps large language models, or LLMs, interact smoothly with tools and systems. It's all about standardization, making sure these interactions are seamless, efficient, and reliable. Whether you're just starting out or already curious about how AI tools communicate, this protocol is a key piece of the puzzle. I'm Praveen Kumar, and I'll be guiding you through this fascinating topic in a way that's easy to grasp and hopefully fun to explore. So let's get started. Now that we've set the stage, let's take a closer look at what the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, actually does. Imagine MCP as a universal translator for AI. It's a standardized way for large language models to communicate with tools like APIs and databases, making their interaction smooth and hassle-free. One of the biggest headaches in AI app development is what we call the glue code problem, all those messy, custom integrations that are hard to maintain. Well, MCP solves that by providing a unified approach, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel every time. Think of it like a universal remote control. Instead of juggling multiple tools with different interfaces, MCP lets LLMs operate them all through one simple, consistent system. Let's take a quick journey through the evolution of AI applications to understand why MCP is such a game changer. In the early days, we had pure large language models. Think of them as brilliant but isolated brains. They could answer questions and generate text, but they couldn't connect to external tools or data sources. Then came AI agentic frameworks, where developers started building custom integrations to link LLMs with APIs, databases, and other tools. But this led to what we call glue code chaos, a tangled mess of fragile, hard-to-maintain connections. Now, we're entering the era of agentic AI powered by MCP. This standardized protocol cleans up the chaos, turning those brittle custom integrations into smooth, scalable. It's like upgrading from a patchwork of wires to a sleek, universal plug-and-play system. Let me show you a real-world example that'll make this crystal clear. Imagine building a smart travel planner AI. Here's the challenge. While LLMs can suggest great destinations or itineraries, they can't magically check live flight prices, hotel availability, or real-time traffic on Google Maps. That requires connecting to actual APIs from vendors like Expedia or Google. Now, without MCP, developers would have to create custom integrations for each vendor, writing unique code for Expedia, another for Google Maps, and so on. This quickly turns into a nightmare of complex, fragile connections that break easily with any API update. We call this messy tangle of connections glue code. It holds things together, but barely, and requires constant maintenance. This is exactly the problem MCP solves. And next, we'll see how it creates a clean, standardized solution for these challenges. Let me share a perfect analogy to understand MCP's value. Think about your entertainment system at home. Without MCP, using different APIs is like having a separate remote control for your TV, sound system, and streaming device. You're constantly juggling different buttons, interfaces, and commands. It's frustrating, inefficient, and prone to errors. That's exactly what happens in AI development when each API requires its own custom integration. Now imagine MCP as your universal remote. It consolidates all these fragmented controls into one intuitive interface. Suddenly, you can operate everything seamlessly with consistent commands. That's what MCP does for LLMs. It replaces the jumble of custom API integrations with one standardized protocol, turning complexity into simplicity. Just like you wouldn't want 5 remotes to watch a movie, developers don't want to maintain dozens of custom integrations. MCP is that game-changing universal solution. Now let's break down exactly how MCP works its magic. Picture this ecosystem where everything connects smoothly. First, tool providers like Expedia or Google Maps host MCP servers that expose their services in a standardized way. This means, instead of each provider having completely different rules for access, they all speak the same MCP language. Then comes the beautiful part. Any AI application can discover and use these tools through one common protocol. No more decoding different API specifications or writing custom integration code for each service. The MCP clients in AI apps simply connect to these standardized interfaces, creating plug-and-play functionality. It's like how USB revolutionized computer peripherals. You don't need special drivers for every device, just plug it in and it works. Whether it's a travel booking API, weather service, or database, MCP creates that same universal compatibility for AI tools. This seamless integration is what makes building powerful AI applications faster, more reliable, and infinitely more scalable. Let's explore the technical magic behind MCP by looking at its three key components. Think of these as the building blocks that bring AI applications to life. First, we have tools, which are specific functions like get credit score or book flight. These act as the hands of the LLM, allowing it to actually do things in the real world, not just talk about them. Next are resources, which give LLMs access to databases, files, or external data, like live inventory or weather forecasts. This is the memory and context that supercharges AI responses. Finally, prompts are predefined templates that shape how the LLM generates its output, ensuring useful, structured responses every time. Together, these components, tools, resources, and prompts, create a structured playground where LLMs can interact with the world in meaningful ways. It's like giving an AI both a toolbox and an instruction manual, so it can help you build something amazing. Let's bring this to life with a practical example, an AI doctor assistant powered by MCP. Imagine you ask, I have a fever and rash. What should I do? Here's how MCP makes the magic happen. First, the LLM doesn't just guess. It uses the symptom checker tool, which is connected to a CDC API, to analyze your symptoms and identify potential causes, like an allergic reaction. Then, it seamlessly pulls in another tool, Find Pharmacy, via Google Maps API, to locate the nearest pharmacy. Without MCP, this would require custom code for each API, but here, the LLM simply asks for what it needs through one standardized protocol. The result? A precise, actionable response. Likely allergic reaction. Nearest pharmacy is here. This is the power of MCP, transforming clunky, fragmented integrations into smooth, real-world problem-solving. And this is just the beginning. Next, let's explore how MCP unlocks even more possibilities for AI applications. Let's talk about where MCP stands today and the exciting future ahead. Right now, we're in the early adoption phase. Innovative AI companies like Anthropic and LangChain are already implementing MCP, seeing its potential to slash up to 80% of that messy glue code we've been talking about. That's not just a small improvement, it's a game changer, making AI development faster, cleaner, and more reliable. But this is just the beginning. The big vision? For MCP to become as universal as HTTP, the protocol that powers the entire web. Imagine a world where every AI tool and service speaks the same language, where integrations are as simple as plugging in a cable. That's the future MCP is building toward, a standardized, seamless foundation for AI applications everywhere. So whether you're a student, developer, or just AI curious, this is a protocol worth watching. It's not just shaping how AI works today, it's defining how it will evolve tomorrow. To wrap up our journey, let's revisit why MCP is such a breakthrough. Think of it as the universal remote for AI tools, consolidating countless complex integrations into one simple, standardized interface. This isn't just about convenience, it's about transforming how we build AI applications. With MCP, you save massive development time while creating more robust and maintainable systems. The best part? You don't have to take my word for it. The MCP documentation is ready and waiting for you to dive in. Whether you're building a smart travel planner, a healthcare assistant, or the next big AI innovation, MCP gives you the foundation to make it happen faster and smarter. So here are some tasks for you. Explore the docs, experiment with MCP, and start turning your AI ideas into reality. The future of streamlined AI development is here, and it's yours to build. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!